University of Florida, the Gators, I see them having a really good year. That is if DJ Lagway stays healthy. Now, let me tell you something. I think Florida's got a good football team, but Lagway is a significant portion of their offense. And this has nothing to do with the rest of the team. It's the simple fact of that they have so much in Lagway. I honestly think that Lagway is a Heisman caliber quarterback. Seriously, I do. I worry about him. He is a problem. With Tennessee playing them, I, of course, think he's a problem. Am I saying that Tennessee couldn't shut him down? Actually, last year, the defense that we had, we didn't really shut him down that well. I saw him in other games. Them playing two quarterbacks shouldn't have happened. Lagway really is that good of a quarterback. So let's go over their schedule for this coming year. Honestly, I think it's far better than what people think it will be. So let's get into it.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Okay, so first game starting out, Long Island University. I didn't know they had a football team. I knew they had a baseball team or a basketball team that used to be like one of the powerhouses in college basketball. I did not know they had a football team. So, yeah, this is an easy win. South Florida, people may not think this, but I honestly think this is going to be a first test. Not as in they'll lose it, but Alex Golish has got a good team for a group of 5 team. He's not got the players that he would want, but he has done a decent job of getting that team scary, and it'll be a test. But at the same time, yeah, it's a Gators win all the way. So that's 2. They're going to the SEC Death Valley at LSU for the next game. Honestly, with this team, with if Lagway is healthy, I think they can win that one. I honestly do. I really do. Miami. I'm going to say this. Part of it, now this could be my bias against Miami and Florida State. Not because I'm a Gators fan. I'm not. Um, Spurrier killed my want to like the Gators. But in all honesty, I think they can beat Miami. I really do. So I think they're going to start out with a 4-0 win or 4-0 record. Um, Texas, eh, I'm not sure. I don't think I I don't think they can take on Sark this year. That's not a bad thing, but I I think Texas is going to be able to go into the swamp. Now, mind you, I could be wrong. And yes, I do honestly believe that Florida will be very competitive, but I think Texas will be able to pull this out. I mean, not Tech. Yeah, I think Texas will be able to pull this out. So they're going to be 4-1 going into Texas A&M. I think they can beat this A&M team. I think Elko is a good coach. I don't think he's quite got all his pieces together, and I think Texas A&M is going to have a good run this year. But I think that Florida, I think Billy Napier's got his team just right. This is 5-1 right there. Mississippi State, sadly, It's Mississippi State. I like Jeff Levy. No, this is Florida all the way. So they're 6-1. Georgia. I think this will be another competitive game. I think that they have a chance to win this one. I really do. I really do think. Now, this is going to be neutral site, as always, Georgia, but Kirby Smart, it means something to Kirby Smart. This game means something to Kirby Smart. I like Billy Napier, but I don't think it means as much to Billy Napier. Kirby Smart dealt with those Spurrier years. He dealt with a Florida team that wanted to embarrass Georgia. This is personal, Kirby. So 6-2 after this game. They're going to Kentucky. Yeah, 7-2. They're going to Old Miss. Uh, I'm trying to phrase this correctly. I have respect for this Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, yes, does run his mouth. Yes, Lane Kiffin is who he is, and he's built a good team. They're going to come away from this game. The Gators going to come away from this game 8-2. Tennessee is going to the swamp. Now, I'm probably going to change this up when I go with Tennessee game a little bit, but looking at it from a Florida perspective, it's in the swamp. You know, Tennessee's been having problems down at the swamp. I think with what kind of team that Tennessee's got this year, it's going to be a fight. It is going to be it's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight. I think the Gators could win this one. And since this is the Gators prediction, honestly, I'm going to go with Gators on this one. Lagway gave Tennessee's defense and Tim Banks problems last year. Tennessee's going to be beat up. Florida's going to be beat up. But if Lagway's healthy, if the team's not too beat down, they're coming out of this one 9-2. I think they can beat Tennessee. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And then the final game, Florida State. Yes, Mike Norvell's got to do better than he did last year. I don't think he's built that team up enough. Even with Squirrel White, I love me some Squirrel White. I have already said this in a video recently. Honestly, they're not. I don't think they've built it up like this. They're Florida. I honestly think could be 10-2 coming out of this game. No joke. I think if you're looking all the positives, Lagway is healthy all the way through, and everything's gone really good for them. I think at the end of the season, they're 10-2, not looking at an SEC championship, but looking at a college football playoff berth. Seriously, I think Lagway is that much of a difference maker. I think Billy Napier, after last year, is not going to play games. I think you're looking at 10-2 at the end of the year. I think they're going to a college football playoff berth. Now, I don't know where they're going to be placed, but yeah. Now, I'm going to say this. They could drop two other games. Ole Miss, Tennessee, Texas A&M, those three games, I'd worry. LSU even. So they've got four games. I'm going to say, let's put it this way. LSU, worrisome game. I'm not worried about Miami. I'm really not. Uh, Ole Miss, they'd have to worry about. Texas A&M, they have to worry about. And they're at Texas A&M. They're at Ole Miss. And Tennessee, Tennessee is, you know, here's the thing. Heupel could lose the game at the Swamp. Nobody's going to say anything. but in all honesty, it's going to be a fight. So you've got 4 games that they could potentially drop. So they could be 6-6, they could be 10-2. I don't think so. I think at worst they're on. I think at worst next year, if things go the way that I see it going, they're going to be an 8-win team. If everything goes the way that I really do think it's going to go, they're going to be a college playoff team. I honestly believe that. So we're looking at this next year. Last year they got off to a rough start. Yes, they were drubbed by Miami. Napier knows how important that game is. He is well aware of how important that game is. The Tennessee loss was so close last year. Went into overtime. That game, if it had been played at the Swamp and it had been played with DJ Lagway the entire way, no, it would not have been. Love my balls, but that would have been a win for Florida last year. Georgia game, well, it's Georgia. Texas, it's Texas. They beat Ole Miss at Ole Miss. Or no, they beat Ole Miss at the Swamp by a touchdown. This is going to be a better Florida team this year. Florida State, not even a comparison. LSU came to the Swamp. It was 11-point win. Sorry, this is going to be a good chance for them to prove how much better they are. This is even though LSU made some good moves, this is a far better Florida team. Earlier in the season, less chance of a lot of people being hurt. Yeah, this is that much better of a team. This really is going to be this situation where I think that this could be the year for them. Tell me what you think. Honestly, tell me what you think. Do you think this could be a college football playoff year for Florida? I think it could be. I really do. This is one of the teams that people may be sleeping on them. Don't sleep on Lagway. I man, I love me some Lagway, and I hate saying that because they're Gators. Steve Spurrier burned me on them. Plus, the rivalry. I've already said this is a rivalry game. Steve Spurrier turned it into that. So for us older Tennessee fans, yeah, this is a game you have to win. But I think DJ Lagway is that good. I think Billy Napier has got this team being a team. I think that Napier is going into this season. He's got some steam between the ears right now. He's not liking what he had to deal with last year. This is far more important to the Gators. So like I said, tell me what you think. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.